Well, good morning, everyone. This is Keith with Positively Osceola, another one of our Osceola Matters live discussions. In this wonderful day, we get to welcome Osceola County Commissioner from District 4, Cheryl Grieb. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. Doing well.
That was my casual intro, but seemed official. So I'm going to get to do it again in a couple minutes. As I said, the wonders of Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook invites folks to hang out with us. So, like, what's up with the cat, man? It's awesome.
So this is Ollie. He's decided that he wants to make his debut. He's our 18-pound cat that followed our dog home one day. And unfortunately, we had to put our dog down last year, but left us with this big boy, who's not fat, by the way. He's just huge. And obviously, as you can see, very, very needy. Say hello, Ollie. Hello.
Oh my gosh. I actually like big cats myself. Lisa and I we've had a couple real large cats, and so like when you introduce your cat to your friends, they go, "Oh my gosh, what is it?" Like, it's a cat.
Yeah, and I'm actually allergic too, but I have to just be careful about touching my face, which unfortunately I do all the time.
Yeah, right. That's the thing with being allergic to animals that we love. It's not avoidable. So yeah, we've got a few people popping on, so we'll go ahead and make this official, and we'll tell them about the core reason of why we're here today in just a second. Definitely a day different than most, as when I reached down for my cup of coffee, I found water.
Yeah, I've already had my cup of joe this morning.
Yeah, I mean, there's water in coffee, therefore coffee is good for us.
Sounds good to me.
I'm telling you. So that's the story. I'm sticking with it. Hey, we want to get right to this because I know people are busy every single morning, but I get to welcome very special guest today, and that is Osceola County Commissioner from District 4, Cheryl Grieb. How you doing?
Woohoo! Good morning. Doing well.
Thanks for bringing your friend, that 18-pound cat.
Our puppy. We call him the puppy kitty.
I love it though. Like I said, Lisa and I, we just have had some amazingly, I think maybe it's us or just our fortune. We've had, like, whether it be a dog or a cat, there's something different about the animal. I don't know. So much going on in the county, and it feels like summer started about an hour and a half ago. But then we realized that actually we're screaming towards fall. And I know that all of the commissioners, as busy as you guys get, you still really super care about making sure that the day one, when school reopens, all those students have everything they need to succeed in the year. So I'm not going to say anything more about it, but if you would just kind of let us know what you're doing again this year, and COVID did not get in the way of this for sure. So go ahead and just let us know what's going on.
I mean, that's the thing about during this pandemic, people have become very resourceful and looking at doing things differently, such as meetings like this. But I mean, this is how a lot of my meetings occur, is on the computer. But last year, we also did a drive-through backpack giveaway. This year, we're doing another backpack drive-through giveaway. Mine for District 4 is this Saturday. From 9:30 until basically we run out of backpacks. I think we have about 350 this year, so we've increased. When you come to the event, it's actually this year at Osceola Extension Services. Some people know it as Osceola Heritage Park. This is one of the buildings within it. You access off of 192 onto Bill Beck Boulevard, which is where Gateway High School is, for point of reference. And there'll be officers there and such to guide you. I know a lot of people start lining up early, which is fine. And then we will have people just kind of drive through. You must have the student with you in the vehicle. They're for kindergarten through 12th grade. And again, the backpacks are there until they're gone. We may also have Mercy Foundation coming out that day. They've talked about doing some food giveaways that day as well. I do a lot of work with the Mercy Foundation, but the main crux of this is the backpack giveaway, which within the backpack, there are different school supplies for the kids. Like you said, Keith, this has been a very tough year. It's been a very tough year for a lot of people financially, especially in Osceola County, which had the highest unemployment rate. That luckily has been changing, but families were hit hard. So it's more important to me, even now, so to make sure that these supplies get in the hands of the kids that will need them so desperately, because the kids' education it really can set the path for their future. And so we want to make sure that they have what they need to succeed.
Yeah, and kind of goes without saying, but they have one. Each student has one shot through the channel, through that path of education. And so, yes, some serious things have been going on for a while, but you're not letting that stop the big need that's there every year, right?
Exactly. I mean, kind of like the post office, with, what is it? Whether hail, sleet, rain, snow.
Night.
Yeah, that's right. We want to make sure that, again, those kids have the supplies that they need. And so I know each of the commissioners have been doing their part within their districts. And this Saturday, I know Commissioner Janer has one in her district the same day for District 2, but this would be for District 4 individuals. And we're trying to make it, by having it over at Extension Services at Osceola Heritage Park, it's a larger venue, so we can drive the cars through probably a little more easily, be able to queue them up and such.
We've been very fortunate at Positively Osceola. We've had a lot of opportunity to speak to the commissioners, and I think sometimes we've had the same point comes up, which is the county has, you can look at this a few different ways. The county's gotten very good, including the Emergency Operations Center, gotten very good at reacting to what we were dealing with primarily in the way of emergencies. And that would, of course, be summer tropical storms, hurricane. Got really great, like I said, it sounds odd saying that, got great at being prepared, right, and got great at reacting. And those instances are very finite, right? They're from the warnings to the preparation to the event, post-event, kind of done to some degree. This is an ongoing, certainly an ongoing crisis that's just battered a lot of systems and put pressure on organizations and municipal organizations such as the county. So how have you stayed up for this, and stayed on top of it and not let the duration beat you down? How have you stayed on top of that?
Sure. And this is unlike any other emergency, I'll call it, situation that we've dealt with. We don't have a model to really follow for this pandemic. Mm-hmm. And now, of course, we have the variant coming out. And I will tell you that, unfortunately, we're seeing numbers surge again, which is very unfortunate. We're all trying to get used to this new normal and trying to come kind of back into some of our previous normalcy, and now again seeing numbers go up. It's very trying on our employees, on people in the community. But like I said, I've also been encouraged because people have become very resilient. Mm-hmm. They've become very creative. The county has allowed a lot of their staff to work remotely where they're able to work remotely. We're looking at flexible schedules because we know that, when kids were out of school, we have a lot of employees that have kids at home, and you can't just leave your kids at home unsupervised. So we just had to learn to adapt and do things a little differently. And I'm just so proud of our employees for being able to do that within this realm, but still get the work that needed to be done for the county to make sure our services that we provide to each individual are still there, and we're moving forward with it.
Yeah, I mean, certainly we've all, if you look back, it's almost hard to look back because it's been such a long duration, but if you look back early in some of the food distribution events, mm-hmm. Some of the things that we all did remotely or in a different way, like you're saying, it was, how are we going to do this? That was kind of the question early, and now that's not happening. It's more, okay, these are the ways we found to be succeeding. Right. And so hats off to you guys. Certainly, the county, both cities for sure.
Sure. And that's a good point. That was some of the things we did as far as the community goes. Not only was it helping individuals with rent assistance or business assistance, it was a lot of food assistance, because we found that wound up being one of the number one issues, are people not being able to get the food that they need. One, as you remember, things flew off the shelf, and toilet paper was none to be found, and certain canned goods and things like that. It was just very difficult, because you think about when you have a worldwide pandemic going on, factories shut down all over the world. And I will tell you, in the real estate world right now, we're seeing it when we need to try to order a refrigerator, some type of appliance, or put a new roof on, or get windows for a house. I mean, that supply chain has run out, and it's making life very different than what we're used to. So construction of a house where you could previously get it done in 3 months, you may not get supplies for a couple months. So yeah, it's just a very different world, but we're like I said, we're adapting and we're making that happen. But we still have various functions going on because of the families that were really, really hit hard, and trying to make sure that we're able to help sustain them in other ways.
Well said. For those who might not be sure of where to go, a lot of people moved, certainly even during the pandemic, moved into our community, still not sure of how to grip onto where information is. As a business, I'm going to say go to positivelyosceola.com. But in reality, to get the most frequent or the most recent updated information, always able to go to osceola.org. That's the county's website, and just a plethora of information there about all things, not certainly not just the pandemic, but there is a lot of information there. So by all means, check that out. So for those people who may have popped in the midst, or will hear this after, in the midst of our conversation, why don't you go ahead and give us a quick little rewind of what's going on Saturday, please.
So this Saturday, starting at 9:30 a.m., we will have a backpack drive-thru. So that will be at Extension Services, which is located at Osceola Heritage Park, which is right there on 192. You come in off the Bill Beck entrance. There'll be people to help line you up and direct you where you need to go. And we have about 350 backpacks to give away. So once they're gone, they're gone. We may also have some food supplies from Mercy Foundation. They've talked about partnering up with us. So come on out. Within those backpacks, you do have supplies for the kids, and the kids need to be with you. And it's kindergarten through 12th grade. We've had some people come through with pre-K kids, but we want to make sure those kids that are, in our K through 12 do have the supplies that they need.
Well said. And as you mentioned, Commissioner Janer will also be having one in District 2.
Yes.
And I believe Peggy Chowdhury, Commissioner in that District 1, is also having one. We just got a notice on that as well. So again, you can go to osceola.org for any updates you need. Check out Positively Osceola. But we will let you go. But I would like to thank you again, Commissioner Grieb from District 4, Cheryl Grieb. We appreciate your time. I know you're sandwiched us in because you're way busy.
Well, thank you, Keith, for always putting forth good information in our community. It's great that we have something like Positively Osceola. Too many times people grab a hold of negatives, and that just drags everybody down. So looking at the upside of things and trying to stay as positive as possible, that just brings everyone up. Agreed.
We agree very much. And thank all of you, all the commissioners, doing a great job out there. And so don't grow weary of well-doing, as they say. Keep on trucking. We appreciate your time today.
No problem. Take care.
All right. Again, this is Keith with Positively Osceola, along with Commissioner Cheryl Grieb from District 4. Together, we're making a positive difference in and around Osceola County.
Woohoo!
Bam.